Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, January the 18th. Whoa, close, 2017. You might notice from my troop layout, something's a little different today than most days. Well, you are a master of observation if you figured that one out. And in order to fully explain, I feel like I gotta give a little bit of backstory. So basically what's happened is yesterday we came close to failing Stronghold. Like, really close. Closer than we've come in over a month. There were still a handful of attacks left over, but it was tight. It was really, really tight. To the point where I think there were 3 attacks left over after mine, and I was lucky enough to get the core down, and, you know, the dog squeaks his toy in victory for me, and probably himself, because, you know, it means he's got a toy, and that means he's happy. So, because of my schedule and the way things were playing out and how things were, I unfortunately had to attack yesterday's op like just before the end of the op, which drives me nuts because I like to get it in early and just get it over and done with, and you know, everybody can live happily ever after. Unfortunately, this time it did not work out that way, so I had to boost, and when I say boost, I mean I'm boosted big, in case your superpowers of observation picked up the 3 medics as troops, and not the 160-something GBE. I'll let you in on a secret. I have a massive, ridiculous amount of GBE right now. Hey, calm down. Mr. Dogger is agreeing. Oh, I see what's happening here. That mirror dog has come back. Okay, so anyways, I am currently running an incredibly high boost, and sorry, I almost forgot to land my medics. I'm running an incredibly high boost, but I've got no troops, so I am kind of going through these levels, and I was just like, I want to make the video because I haven't even walked the dog yet. I haven't made dinner. My schedule was off. Things have been pretty crazy over the last couple of days. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to make a self-challenge, and that challenge is basically go through Dr. T. Hey, you, come here. Stop looking at the mirror dog. Yeah, there you go. Look at the petting hand instead. So I figured, okay, if I make myself a challenge of trying to take down Dr. T with whatever troops happen to spawn, I'm loading Grenk because I ultimately wanted to roll Grenk and do some damage. Hey, calm down. So I wanted to do some damage, and so I just started letting them load, and I was like, alright, you know what? Let's see what I can do with this. And as you can see on stage 5, by this time, I have loaded up 3 grenadiers and 6 medics. I still have a ridiculous amount of boost, don't get me wrong, and oh baby, do I ever make use of that insane amount of boost. But yeah, I was just like, let's see what happens, why not? And the good news is, even though I skipped kind of the how-to on 1 through 4, I guess, because normally I try to, you know, use fewer troops, I try to use less GBE, I try to go through, I try to show good paths. I get that it's not happening today, but, you know, every once in a while, a little bit of a change-up. It's never killed anybody. So if you tuned in and you were looking for, like, this is gonna happen, I greatly apologize. And I'll get you... Actually, I can't even say that. I was gonna say, I'll get you on the weekend when we see this base again. I'll go through and I'll do it proper. But according to the notes from that last update, Dr. T shouldn't be repeating on the weekend. So, maybe I won't be able to show you how to do this properly. But I'll show you how to do the next base properly, I promise. I promise. So, anyways, as a full disclaimer, you know I'm fully boosted, you know that I'm doing something silly and kind of off, but also, jeez, I am not really, when I was going through and doing this Dr. T, I was not doing it in a rush. I was chatting in, you know, our task force chat. We were talking about the op, because we started the new op, and, you know, replays and all this kind of stuff. So, I didn't go out of my way to slow down my kind of roll through here, but I did take my time because, as you can see, by the time I hit 6, I got 2 tanks, 6 grenadiers, and 9 medics. I know. I am going to make everybody tremble in fear at my army's super awesome superpowers. And actually, the crazy thing is, like, I was just doing it as a goof and whatnot, but today's stage 6, now, and this is why it kills me. I don't know if it's the insane boost I have currently, or if it's really just that today's stage 6 is super, super easy, but I'm rolling through with 2 tanks and 6 Grens. Like, that's not even, you know, that's like 2 boatfuls of troops. It's, hey, cut that out. Come on, man. So the good news is, if you're not boosted, you should be able to pull off this attack with relative ease if you have full, you know, full boats. Hopefully. I can't imagine my ridiculous boost making, you know, that much of a difference. So, and it does take a little while. Oh, jeez. Man. I don't even know. See, this is what happens. He got a weak walk today because I just didn't have time to give him a proper walk. And now he's just acting like a fool. Anyway, hour-long walk on the leash. Horrible. How could I do this to my poor dog? I don't want anyone thinking that I'm neglecting my dog and calling, like, the, I don't know, what is it, SPCA or something? The, you know, the animal people? I don't know. The ones that are always investigating SeaWorld. Those guys. Don't call them on me. I do not harm my dog. He is very well taken care of. Heck, for dinner today, he even had 2 pork chops and a mound of mashed potatoes. Because someone left a plate on a counter, and like bad dog, he got up there and helped himself because it looked delicious. Anyways, enough about the dog. Sorry. That was not the dog. I apologize for any weird sounds that are coming through your headphones or anyone who's been deafened. Alright. Stage 7. I loaded my troops. I was just like, you know what? I don't know if I could pull this off because I was still chilling with 2 tanks and 6 grenadiers and 9 medics, and I was just like, I don't think that's gonna cut it, even with my ridiculous boost. So we're gonna have to change things up, and I succumb to the waiting of the troop loading and the whatnots. The good news being, if you roll through here kind of the same way I did, you are going to have a very, very easy... Okay, hold on. If you roll through Stage 7 with a full boost, you're going to have a very, very easy Stage 7. I started with 160-ish. We'll call it 160 just for ease of math. GBE. And Well, we can just watch that tick away there as we coast through. As you can see, I'm blasting through these defenses. There's really not a whole lot over here on the left-hand side. There's a couple of clusters, and of course the clusters are sniper towers. So you're going to have to be careful, be mindful of those. The first one is a little broken up, so you don't have to worry about it as much. It's kind of nice because you can blow up the boom cannon as that happens. And then there is another boom cannon right next to the HQ. You're going to have to blow that up too. That's it. Those are the only two boom cannons you really have to worry about. Now, when you get to this part right here, one shock can actually take out 4 of the 5 sniper towers. So even though you're not getting the last sniper tower fully stunned, at the very least you're gonna get 4 out of 5. It's gonna greatly reduce the amount of damage that your poor tanks are taking from those towers. And then once they're all cleared away, you can just throw a smoke or two, bring all your troops up to the very, very tippity-top north type stiles, and from here, your troops can just rain death down upon that HQ. Now, it has pretty much 500k hit points, so make sure you give them a little bit of time when they get up here. Honestly, maybe the boost from the damage for the troops is kind of helping out right now. But remember how I said I started off with 160 GBE? I'm actually higher in GBE now than when I originally started. And I have not been holding back. I've been throwing out artillery barrage and everything as needed. So hopefully this will work for you. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.